I recreated Bellatrix's vault from Harry Potter in Unity. But of course, I ran into some problems. And if you haven't seen Harry Potter...
What?
In the scene I'm referring to, the objects in the vault are cursed, and they duplicate when they're touched. After seeing that scene for like the 5th time, something finally clicked and I thought, I could recreate that. So I started thinking about exactly how much treasure and gold was in that vault. In fact, there was about 38,000 pieces of gold made for this vault scene. And as you saw earlier, there's going to be some performance issues trying to duplicate that many objects in Unity. So this was the perfect time to learn object pooling. Let me try to quickly explain what I mean. Object pooling is an optimization design pattern to help relieve the CPU of the extensive process of creating and destroying objects. We can create a list that we populate with objects. This is the object pool. When we need an object, we take the object that is already created from the list instead of just creating the object itself. When we're finished with the object, we put it back into the list instead of destroying it, and this object can be used later if we need it. But before I begin implementing object pooling, I need to figure out how to recreate the curse from Harry Potter to duplicate objects in Unity. So I created a curse script, and then I threw that onto my test object. When I click on the cube, I want it to begin duplicating itself. For now, we're actually going to instantiate a prefab or copy of the cube in the same position. But how does something like this perform without any optimization? It looks like after a few hundred objects, the frame rate takes a big hit, and then just a couple thousand objects, the FPS completely tanks. Let's see if we can make this a little bit better. I actually explored a few different solutions when it comes to object pooling, and I started with the most simple. I used a single list and simply grabbed the first non-active object. And then I put the object back into the pool when I'm done by simply making the object not active again. This was a very simple and easy solution, but I didn't like the idea of iterating through every object until we find the first non-active object. It's not very efficient. So the next object pooling solution I implemented involves a list of object pools that are queues instead of lists. And I can take an object from a specific pool by using a dictionary to look up the specific queue by a string tag. And I have a pool class to contain the properties I need for each pool within the list of pools. So I created 2 pools, one called cube and one called sphere, and gave them appropriate tags for my test objects. Let's see how this works. Now that we have our cursed object and object pooling working, it's finally time. But first, we need Harry Potter, of course. Here's a wand, and of course we need the glasses. But what's a wand without magic?
It's Leviosa.
Okay, now it's time. But first, at least let me show you how I created the vault in like a 5-second time lapse, because I'm kind of proud of it. And here is the Bellatrix vault scene from Harry Potter in Unity.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Where your clothes at?
Okay, that's good. That's good. It's enough slices!
So I do see a performance increase with object pooling, but the frames still drop dramatically at around 5,000 objects. We have an opportunity here. Can we break my PC or at least crash the project? Let's see. So we're at 15,000 objects. Yeah, we still haven't crashed. So let's try this again. Okay, now we're officially at a frame a second. Probably less than that. Okay. Well, 20,000, 20,000, 40,000 objects. It's going to take forever, but we should get a crash at least out of this. Maybe. Who knows? Oh, no. All objects from the pool have been taken. I don't think we're going to get this to crash. Last attempt. We're going all out. 60,000 objects. I thought it would take less than that. Here it goes. 3 gigs of memory. Oh my goodness. Or less, like wait. So at about 60,000 objects, we finally crash the project. What's funny is I actually thought it was going to crash around 20, 30,000. Way more than that to crash the project. Okay. So yes, I recreated a scene from Harry Potter just to learn a concept called object pooling. And I hope you enjoyed destroying Unity with me. If you did, please leave a like, and please go check out my devlogs. I'm currently working on a project called Another Zombie Game, where I make some of these silly videos just to learn concepts to apply in that game. Bye!